Hi, my name is Miles Beach, and this is my oral annotation for October 2nd. So, to start off, the article I'm doing is Physical Fitness and Physical Activity in Obese and Non-Obese Flemish Youth. This was done by Benedict Deforci, and it's found on Obesity Society, a research journal. To start off, the uh, the the purpose of this experiment was to assess a range of components of fitness in obese and non-obese Flemish youth. So that is why they did this study. They wanted to compare the physical ability of obese and non-obese children ranging from the ages of 12 to 18. So their method of research is what they took a random sample of 3,214 school children from the ages of 12 to 18 from 21 schools, and they compared them within each other with involving BMI. So they said BMI, if you were in the 90th percentile, you consider obese, and they performed tasks, not tasks, but tests. Like first of all they got like body measurements, and then they did simple tests like sit and reach, crunches, a lot of body moving activities like push-ups and other things like that, and flexibility tests, like your common middle school test. So the evidence that they got from this is they got a bunch of means and averages. So like the average weight of obese from 12 to 13 years old, the average weight of a non-obese child from 12 to 13 years old. They did this for age groups, and then here's the results for the tests, where they talk about balance, plate tapping, sit and reach, standing broad jump. It's very straightforward, not that hard to really understand. So the findings, um, this is really also the findings. I mean, the evidence and the findings are kind of the same thing, I would say. And so it's straightforward. It shows answers. So the implication is, well, how does this affect uh, child obesity prevention? So the reason it does is because when implicating an after-school program for children with obesity, it is not something where you can just put them through a vigorous activity that a non-obese child can complete. It's uh, it's much different than that. It's much more complex than just creating a universal after-school program for every human being. It has to be different in a way where it accommodates for their mishaps and pushes those mishaps to be better. So instead of focusing on push-ups, running, and those activities, it can be a lot more sport individualized, and kind of takes the mind away from just I have to do 100 push-ups. Instead, like we're going to compete as a team to do this. And so the uses of how I'm going to use it is I'm going to, when I'm explaining kind of an after school program that would work, that I think was most optimal, it's going to be a lot less just physical. I'm going to do this. Like I have to do 100 push ups and 200 sit ups and run a mile or something like that. Something very bland, something very vanilla. And instead, kind of incorporate like team activities that kids would consider fun. Like when I was in middle school, the best PE day was playing kickball and doing stuff where it's, you competed as a group and it was a competition and there was a goal, but it wasn't an individual like pushing through some some hardship. Like I don't know, I hated running miles and that was my biggest thing. And so instead of saying that the best way to lose weight is just to do some meaningless task, especially for children. For adults, it might work, but for children, having to perform boring tasks like that will make them feel physical activity is a beneficial and positive thing. It'll kind of give them a negative connotation. So if we incorporate sports, incorporate fun competition, not crazy strict like if you lose you do this competition, just good hearty like children based competition. I feel like that would be a lot better. I feel like that would be a very interesting part of my paper. Thank you for listening.